A vision board isn't just a collage of pretty pictures. It's a living, breathing catalyst for transformation. Think of it as a mirror, reflecting your deepest hopes and dreams back at you, bridging the gap between imagination and real-life experience. When you place an image or a word on your board, you're telling your heart, yes, this matters. I'm ready to welcome this into my life. You're creating something far more powerful than paper and glue. You're forging an energetic blueprint for your future. Many people believe that vision boards only work if you're already confident or successful. But let's turn that idea upside down. The truth is, you don't need to have all the answers. You don't need to know precisely how each dream will come true. What you do need is a willing mind, an open heart, and a dash of faith in the unseen possibilities. Even if your life feels chaotic, your board can become a gentle anchor, reminding you that hope still blossoms under every storm cloud. It's easy to think a vision board is merely a craft project, but there's much more at play. Each time you look at it, you allow the images to guide your thoughts toward positivity. Some people even describe a tingling excitement in their chest the moment they place that final picture, almost as though they've activated a hidden switch in the universe, turning possibility into probability. Picture your dream life, a career that fulfills you, relationships that uplift your spirit, and a sense of inner calm that carries you through any challenge. A vision board helps crystallize those aims, turning abstract wishes into tangible representations you can see every day. And here's the best part. You're not just looking at these images passively. You're actively inviting them into your life with your focus, your energy, and your unwavering belief that good things are on their way. Over the next few sections, we'll explore the magic of crafting a vision board with intention, one that genuinely taps into your capacity for self-love, forgiveness, and healing. We'll look at how choosing images with care can bring immediate sparks of joy. We'll delve into daily affirmations that nourish your soul, and we'll learn to trust that the universe knows the perfect timing for each dream to unfold. Let this be your invitation to dream boldly. Gather your aspirations, your longings, and even your apprehensions, placing them lovingly into this process. Right now, you're standing at the threshold of possibility, and your vision board is the door. Let's open it together and watch the miracles that unfold when love, intention, and faith work hand in hand. There's a beautiful potency in the simple act of imagining a life that brings you joy. When you visualize, genuinely see a scene in your mind, or feel it in your body, you invite that reality closer to you. Your brain doesn't always distinguish between what's vividly imagined and what's physically experienced. In other words, if you consistently hold a clear picture of something you desire, your mind begins to map out subtle ways to make it true. This gentle merging of the mental and the physical is at the core of why vision boards seem so magical. But visualization isn't just about tricking the brain. It's about aligning your heart, your spirit, and your energy with a possibility that's waiting to blossom. If you close your eyes and imagine walking through your dream home or receiving praise for the talents you've discovered, a kind of warmth settles in, almost like your inner world is giving you a green light. Yes, this can be yours. That sensation isn't merely a fleeting emotion. It's a spark of empowerment that can guide your day-to-day decisions, leading you step by step toward your goal. When you create a vision board, you turn these vivid images into a physical display. This is important because visual cues are powerful reminders. You may have had fleeting daydreams before, but a vision board is like setting those dreams in stone, or at least setting them on paper. Each time your eyes skim over the pictures, you reestablish that magnetic pull between yourself and what you desire. It's no longer a wish you think about once in a while. It's part of your environment, part of your daily routine. People often wonder, how does this differ from wishful thinking? Here's the distinction. Wishful thinking remains intangible, airy, and often overshadowed by doubts. Visualization, on the other hand, is an active, purposeful practice that engages your emotions. You're not just saying, "Wouldn't it be nice?" You're affirming, "I'm open to receiving this, and I'm willing to show up for it." When combined with consistent actions, even small ones, visualization can rearrange your life in the most unexpected and beautiful ways. So as you embark on making your vision board, remember the deeper layer beneath the images. You're harnessing a powerful connection between thought and reality, guided by love and clarity. Each picture you choose is a reflection of who you can become. Each quote or word you glue onto the board is a reminder that your voice matters, your dreams matter, and your willingness to envision a better life sets the stage for wondrous changes. Embrace this magic. Trust it. Let it inspire the choices you make, the beliefs you hold, and the path you tread forward. As you begin constructing your vision board, the physical materials serve as portals into your desired life. You might gather old magazines, print out images from online, or collect personal photographs, ticket stubs, or little trinkets. While it's tempting to grab everything that looks remotely appealing, remember, intention shapes the energy of every piece you place. Instead of rushing, pause to feel a quiet yes in your heart each time you select an image or word. If something doesn't resonate on a deep level, if it sparks only a fleeting interest, set it aside. You're not just crafting a collage, you're curating a gallery of your soul's truest aspirations. Some people like to incorporate specific colors that correspond to the emotions they wish to cultivate. Soft blues for tranquility, earthy greens for growth, gentle pinks for self-love, or vibrant yellows for joy. Others choose images that depict serene landscapes, aspirational lifestyle choices, or quotes that remind them to stay hopeful. You can even include pictures of yourself looking content or triumphant, reinforcing the belief that your current self is already capable of holding these dreams. Whatever you pick, treat each edition like an act of devotion. Sometimes an image may speak to you in a way you can't logically explain. Perhaps it's a scene of a peaceful cottage garden that warms your spirit, or a phrase like "unstoppable light" that gives you a sudden rush of enthusiasm. Let your intuition lead the way. You might discover that selecting materials in this soulful manner awakens parts of you that have been dormant. Childlike wonder, curiosity, or renewed faith. If you feel a little uncertain at first, that's perfectly natural. We're often conditioned to think in purely logical terms. Does this image make sense for my goal? But a vision board is about synergy between logic and feeling. It's about bridging the gap between what your mind plans and what your heart longs for. Whenever you find yourself second-guessing, bring your attention to your breath. Inhale slowly. Ask yourself, Does this image make me feel hopeful, excited, or peaceful? If the answer is yes, you've found a worthy addition. Throughout this process, keep the atmosphere relaxed. Play soothing music, burn a fragrant candle, or infuse the air with your favorite essential oil. You might even say a gentle affirmation as you sift through the materials. I am guided to the right images and words that reflect my highest good. With this simple practice, you transform a casual arts and crafts session into a sacred ritual of self-love and clarity. By the end of this gathering phase, you'll have a pile of items that genuinely resonate with your spirit. Cherish them. They're about to become the anchors that tether your highest visions to your present reality. This is your palette, and with it, you'll soon paint a masterpiece that mirrors the boundless possibilities of your life. Now that you have a rich assortment of images, quotes, and symbols, it's time to map them out. Think of your vision board as a grand tapestry where each thread has a purpose. Instead of randomly placing items, consider dividing your board into sections that reflect different aspects of your life. One corner might represent your aspirations for relationships and love. Another could focus on career goals, and another might highlight personal growth or spiritual practices. By grouping these elements, you give each dream a clear space in which to flourish. Before you glue anything down, spend a moment writing a short list of core desires that truly matter to you. What do you want to feel when you wake up each morning? Confidence? Peace? A sense of wonder? Sometimes we get overly specific, like wanting a certain job title or a particular house, when beneath it all, we crave deeper emotional experiences. By identifying the emotions or states of being you're after, you open yourself to even greater possibilities than your mind could have initially pictured. Who knows what shape that dream career or new home might actually take in the real world? If you're unsure of where a particular item should go, just hold it in your hands, close your eyes and ask, "Where would you like to live on my board?" It might sound whimsical, but tuning into your inner voice can guide you more accurately than any rigid logic. You might find that a serene beach photo fits perfectly in the corner you've dedicated to personal healing, or a triumphant athlete's pose aligns better with your career achievements. Allow yourself to be flexible. This is a creative process, not a test. Consider leaving some open space too. This blank area can represent the universe's surprises, the blessings you never even thought to envision. By not filling every inch with images, you acknowledge that life can exceed your expectations. Moreover, open space offers room to add new items later as your goals shift or evolve. Throughout this mapping stage, keep checking in with your breath and your body. Feel a rush of excitement? Pay attention? Feel a pang of discomfort or doubt? Ask yourself what it's telling you. Sometimes the images that make you nervous are the ones pushing you toward your greatest expansion. Other times, you might realize you're clinging to an outdated dream that no longer serves you. Let these internal signals be your guides, reminding you that every choice you make for your vision board is a step in unveiling your truest, most radiant self. When you finally place each piece, do so with an open heart. Whisper an affirmation if it feels right. Smile at the possibility of each dream becoming real. This is the moment where your mental blueprint starts to take shape before your eyes, forging a powerful bond between your innermost longings and the tangible world. The secret ingredient that makes any vision board come alive is love. Love for yourself, love for the process, and love for the infinite goodness that can flow into your life. Before you attach each piece to your board, pause for a moment. Hold the image against your heart or place your palm over it and let gratitude fill you. You might silently say, "I am grateful for the joy this will bring." Allow that feeling to settle in. By infusing love and gratitude into every image, you transform them from mere pictures into living talismans of your most cherished intentions. Many underestimate the power of gratitude. They see it as a polite gesture rather than a force that can shift the course of a day or an entire life. But gratitude reorients your focus from what's missing to what's already here, what's already abundant. It says, "I see all that I have, and I welcome more." When you approach your vision board with a grateful heart, you amplify the energy it radiates. You're effectively telling the universe, "I already feel blessed, and I trust that more blessings are on the way." That shift in perspective can pave the way for miracles. If an image represents a particular area where you've struggled, maybe finances or self-esteem, try balancing it with a gesture of compassion for yourself. Acknowledge any frustrations or fears that arise, then gently release them. You can even say, "I release my old worries around money and open my heart to abundance." Or, "I forgive myself for doubting my worth. I choose to accept love and respect in my life." Tying these small rituals of acceptance and gratitude to your board making can be incredibly empowering. Some people also like to place small tokens of appreciation on their boards. Handwritten notes about things that make them happy, photographs of precious memories, or even a small envelope where they slip in daily gratitude statements. Each of these gestures adds another layer of positive energy, reminding you that your life is already sprinkled with blessings, big and small. When new challenges arise, you can look at these tokens and remember that the power to overcome obstacles has always lived within you. Finally, observe how love and gratitude transform not just your vision board, but you. You may notice a softer attitude when you talk to yourself, more patience when challenges appear, or an increased eagerness to share your joy with others. This is no coincidence. By celebrating each dream on your board with warmth and thankfulness, you embody the very qualities you're hoping to attract. You become a living beacon of the energy that fuels your vision board. And that in itself is a precious gift to every corner of your life. A vision board is like a stage for your dreams, and affirmations are the spotlight that illuminates them each day. Simply put, affirmations are positive statements aimed at reshaping old, limiting beliefs into empowering ones. Imagine they're gentle reminders from the future, calling you toward a place of confidence, peace, and self-acceptance. When you speak or think these affirmations consistently, you train your mind to look for evidence that supports them. Over time, it starts feeling natural to believe, "I am worthy of success," or "I trust in the abundance of life." Pairing affirmations with your vision board can magnify its impact. Each morning, stand or sit in front of your board and let your eyes wander over the images. Pick one that resonates with you in that moment. Maybe it's a symbol of freedom or a phrase about inner healing, and craft a short affirmation around it. For example, if you see a photograph of a peaceful forest, you might say, "I am grounded, calm, and at one with nature's balance." The point is to connect emotionally with what you're saying. Feel the calm or the excitement surge through you as you affirm these truths. Consistency is key. Just as you wouldn't go to the gym once and expect lifelong fitness, you don't say an affirmation once and expect an instant mindset shift. The real magic happens when you layer it into your daily routine. When affirmations become as natural as your morning coffee or your evening wind down. Some people like to say them right before bed, allowing the positive statements to soothe their mind in those final moments before sleep. Others say them in the car, in the shower, or whenever they catch a glimpse of their vision board. If you stumble on self-doubt, if that internal voice starts whispering, "Who are you kidding?" meet it with gentle compassion. Don't fight it. Acknowledge it and then guide yourself back to the affirmation. Say something like, "I hear you doubt, but I'm choosing to believe in my growth." Slowly but surely, the tone of your inner dialogue will shift. The old beliefs might never fully vanish, but their hold on you will weaken, replaced by a new sense of self-confidence and hope. Another tip: write down your affirmations in a journal or on sticky notes that you can place around your living space. The more often you see and hear them, the more your subconscious mind accepts them. And once your subconscious mind accepts a belief as real, your thoughts, emotions, and actions align with that belief, making it far more likely to manifest in the physical world. Combining daily affirmations with your vision board is like watering a seed you've just planted. You consistently nurture it day by day until one morning you wake up to find that the tiny sprout has grown stronger and greener than you ever expected. One of the most profound lessons in creating a vision board is learning how to let go. It might sound contradictory at first. After all, you're designing a very specific representation of your dreams. Yet once you've poured your heart into each image and affirmation, there's a profound freedom in releasing the need to control exactly how or when these goals manifest. This doesn't mean giving up on them. It means trusting that the universe, or your higher power, or your inner wisdom, knows the best possible timing and form for each desire. Let's consider alignment. When you're spiritually aligned, your thoughts, words, and actions harmonize with your highest self. It feels like you're in the flow, effortlessly guided by an unseen hand. You might experience coincidences or serendipitous moments that hint you're on the right path. The perfect job posting appears, a friend unexpectedly introduces you to someone influential, or you come across an article that provides exactly the inspiration you need. This is the energy you tap into when you let go of rigid expectations and remain open to surprising blessings. Daily practices like meditation, deep breathing, or simply pausing for a moment of silence can help you reconnect with this inner alignment. After spending time with your vision board, maybe you've just affirmed your goals or rearranged some images. Close your eyes and imagine sending all your intentions out into a vast, loving field of possibility. Inhale, and on the exhale, release any tension or anxiety about whether it will work. Take comfort in knowing you've done your part. You've been clear about what you desire. You've honored the process with love and gratitude, and now you're allowing the unfolding. Sometimes resistance appears when we expect instant results or fear that if we don't hover anxiously over our dreams, they'll never happen. But paradoxically, that very anxiety can block the flow of good. Imagine if you planted a seed and then dug it up every hour to check if it's sprouting. That seed wouldn't have the chance to blossom. Your dreams need a similar space to germinate, and letting go is that breathing room they need. If you find yourself worrying or doubting, place a hand over your heart and affirm, "My dreams are safe. I am open to divine timing." Repeat it until you feel that knot in your chest loosen. Then shift your focus onto something that brings joy, perhaps a creative hobby, a nature walk, or spending time with a loved one. This gentle redirection reaffirms that your life is full and meaningful right now, even as your goals are still unfolding. In essence, spiritual alignment means trusting that your authentic aspirations will come into being in the right way, at the right pace. By pairing your detailed vision with a willingness to let go, you create a sweet spot of focus and faith. An environment where miracles can and do occur. Even with the most beautiful vision board, old doubts and self-sabotaging patterns can surface. One day you may feel fired up with optimism, and the next, a voice inside might whisper, "You're not good enough," or "This is a waste of time." Recognize this voice for what it is, a remnant of past fears or limiting beliefs, not a statement of truth. The key to overcoming it isn't to deny it exists, but to gently acknowledge it and choose a more empowering perspective. Self-sabotage often sneaks in when we're on the brink of real change. There's a part of us that finds comfort in the familiar, even if the familiar is limiting. Pay attention to moments when you feel yourself procrastinating on actions that would bring you closer to what's on your board, or when you catch yourself mentally belittling your dreams. That's your cue to pause, breathe, and remind yourself why you began this journey in the first place. Mirror work can be incredibly helpful here. Stand in front of a mirror, look into your own eyes, and speak kindly. You might say, "I see your fear, and I still love you. I believe in our future." It can feel awkward initially, but with practice, mirror work breaks down the walls of self-criticism that keep you stuck. You're not ignoring your doubts. You're responding to them with unconditional love, which is transformative. Journaling is another effective technique for untangling hidden fears. Take a moment to write down what's troubling you. Maybe you're worried your dreams are too big, or that you lack the resources to achieve them. Let the words flow without judgment. Then, counter each concern with a truthful, nurturing statement. If you write, "I don't have enough support," respond with, "I'm actively attracting supportive people into my life. My circle expands in beautiful ways." This exercise helps you reframe negativity, turning perceived obstacles into opportunities for growth. Remember, doubt is often a sign that you're stretching beyond your comfort zone, and that's precisely where transformation thrives. When those old voices nag at you, it's like an alarm clock reminding you to wake up to your innate power. Each time you choose to replace self-sabotage with self-compassion, you're reprogramming your mind to see possibility rather than limitation. Finally, celebrate even the smallest victories. When you see the first hint that your vision is becoming reality, an unexpected call, a new idea, a moment of clarity, acknowledge it. Give yourself a mental pat on the back. Each small win is like a stepping stone across a river of doubt, leading you closer to the bright shore you've envisioned. And as you gather these wins, you'll find that doubt loses its grip, replaced by a steady confidence that your vision board isn't just a dream. It's a promise you've made to yourself, and you have every right to honor it. Having a stunning vision board is one thing. Weaving its essence into your daily life is what truly sparks momentum. Start each morning by spending a minute or two gazing at your board. Let the images remind you of what you're working toward, emotionally, spiritually, and even physically. In that brief moment, choose one quality you'd like to embody for the day. Maybe it's courage, kindness, or resourcefulness. Visualize yourself carrying that energy into every conversation, every task. Don't tuck your board away in a corner where it gathers dust. Keep it somewhere you'll see it often, on a bedroom wall, near your desk, or even as a photo on your phone's lock screen if your living space is shared. The idea is to integrate these inspirations so deeply into your routine that they become second nature. The more you interact with your board, the more your subconscious accepts its messages as part of your reality. When you check off a goal that your board represents, like securing a new job, completing a course, or experiencing a shift in self-confidence, take time to honor that success. You might write the date next to the relevant image or add a short note about how it happened. Let these triumphs fuel your momentum. Each achievement, no matter how small, is evidence that your vision board isn't just wishful thinking. It's a roadmap, and you're journeying across it step by step. Keep an eye out for synchronicities, those moments that feel more than mere coincidence. Perhaps you come across a helpful resource just when you need it, or you bump into someone who has the exact knowledge you've been seeking. Consider these events as gentle winks from the universe, affirming that you're on track. Acknowledge them with gratitude and let them boost your motivation to keep going. Flexibility is also crucial. Sometimes, in the process of pursuing our dreams, we discover new desires or realize that what we thought we wanted doesn't resonate anymore. Give yourself permission to adapt. Maybe you want to rearrange or update your vision board to reflect these insights. Growth is an ongoing journey, and your board should evolve with you. The only constant in life is change. So let your aspirations adapt in ways that serve your highest well-being. Finally, don't forget the underlying heart of your vision board: self-love and compassion. If you find yourself lagging or hitting an unexpected roadblock, return to the images that inspire you to be kind to yourself. Maybe that's an affirmation about resilience, or a picture of someone radiating warmth. Remind yourself that you're not in a race against time. You're cultivating a life that honors who you are at your core. By integrating your vision board into your daily rhythm, you turn ordinary moments into stepping stones toward extraordinary outcomes, steadily drawing your desires into the welcoming space you've created. As you step back and look at your vision board in its entirety, take a moment to honor how far you've already come. Creating this tangible map of your dreams is a profound act of self-care. It declares, "My hopes and desires are valid, and I am worthy of achieving them." Not everyone takes the time to articulate what they truly want in life, let alone display it for daily interaction. Recognize that you've courageously given shape to your visions, and that alone is worthy of celebration. In the coming days, weeks, and months, your vision board will be both a comfort and a challenge. It will comfort you by reminding you that you're never without direction. No matter how chaotic life becomes, you have a guiding light calling you forward. It will challenge you because it asks for consistent belief and action. There may be moments when frustration flares, especially if certain images on your board haven't materialized yet. At times like these, remember the concept of divine timing or the natural flow of energy. Just because something hasn't arrived doesn't mean it isn't on its way or that something better isn't in store. Keep nurturing yourself with love, gratitude, and affirmation. Every day, reaffirm your commitment to your dreams by simply acknowledging them. This could be as simple as whispering, "I see you and I'm grateful," as you glance at your board. Celebrate not just the big wins, but also the subtle shifts, like feeling calmer around finances, noticing improved self-talk, or forging deeper connections with friends and family. These are signs that the work you've put into your vision board is unfolding in quiet, meaningful ways. If at any point you feel stuck or disheartened, lean on the practices you've learned. Mirror work, journaling, affirmations, and releasing control. Remind yourself that obstacles aren't final verdicts. They're stepping stones, each carrying a lesson in resilience. The moments of doubt that arise can be wonderful opportunities to deepen your trust. They prompt you to look within and find the steady flame of faith that no external circumstance can extinguish. And so, as you put the finishing touches on your vision board, you're placing a powerful declaration out into the world. You are worthy of every dream, every joy, and every piece of growth depicted there. In fact, you're worthy even of blessings you haven't dared to imagine yet. Embrace the idea that this is an ever-evolving process. As you become clearer about who you are and what lights you up, your board can shift, expand, or even be replaced by new visions. For now, though, pause to feel that warmth in your chest as you stand before your creation. Trust in the alchemy of positive focus, unwavering belief, and heartfelt intention. You've set the stage for magic to unfold, and if you listen closely, you might just hear the universe cheering you on. Now, take one loving step forward and let life surprise you in the most wonderful ways possible.